Everything they taught you about money is a lie, not a mistake, a lie. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the game you're actually playing and how the rules are designed to make sure you never win. It's not your fault you're struggling. You've just been handed the wrong rulebook. You probably think your biggest financial goal is to save $1 million, or that your biggest asset is the house you're trying to buy. But what if I told you the biggest liability you have right now is the cash sitting in your bank account? Let's start with the foundational lie we're all told from childhood. A dollar saved is a dollar earned. This was true maybe for your grandparents. It was true in a world where money meant something tangible, something real. But the world has changed, and that rulebook is now a trap. Think of your savings account not as a safety net, but as a bucket of ice melting in the sun. Every single day, a force you can't see is stealing the value of your money. That force is inflation. The official number is a few percent a year. But look at the price of groceries, gas, rent. Does that feel like just a few percent to you? The system is designed to punish savers. Holding cash is like running on a treadmill, but every year, they crank up the speed. You have to run faster and faster just to stay in the same place. Why would they design a system like this? Because the system doesn't run on your savings. It runs on your spending and, more importantly, your debt. So if saving is the losing move, what's the winning move? The answer is terrifyingly simple, but it goes against everything we're taught. The wealthy do not hoard cash. They get rid of it as fast as they can. They don't save money. They convert money. They convert their paychecks, their business revenue, their bonuses, all forms of active income into assets. An asset is not just something you own. An asset is something that pays you. Your car is not an asset. It costs you money every month in insurance, gas, and repairs. For most people, their house is not an asset. It costs them a mortgage, taxes, and upkeep. These are liabilities. An asset is a small business that generates profit without you being there 24/7. An asset is a rental property where the tenant's rent covers the mortgage and puts cash in your pocket. An asset is a portfolio of dividend stocks that pays you just for owning it. An asset is a digital product you created once that sells 1,000 times. The game isn't about how much money you can pile up. It's about how many income-generating assets you can acquire. The goal isn't to be rich. The goal is to have your assets pay for your lifestyle. That is freedom. Okay, so the strategy is to buy assets. Great. You're thinking, I'll just put my money in the S&P 500. That's what all the experts say. And that's a decent move within the old rulebook. It's certainly better than letting your cash melt in a savings account. But you're still playing on their board. Let's talk about who really controls the game. It's not you. The game is controlled by the people who can create money out of thin air, the central banks and the governments they work with. In the last few years alone, trillions of dollars have been printed, digitally created. When they do this, they don't give it to you. They inject it into the top of the pyramid. It goes to the big banks and the massive corporations. It inflates the value of the stock market and real estate, making the people who already own those assets richer. Meanwhile, the value of the dollars in your pocket, the dollars you work 40 hours a week for, goes down. They can press a button and get trillions. You have to trade your life energy, your precious, finite time, for it. Do you see how the game is rigged now? You are trading a limited resource, your time, for a resource that they can create in unlimited quantities. It is the single greatest scam in human history. Your 401k is just a way for you to give your money to Wall Street for 40 years so they can use it to get richer, and maybe, if you're lucky, you'll have enough left over to retire when you're too old to enjoy it. So how do you fight back? How do you play the real game? You have to break the fundamental link they've built into your brain. The link between your time and your money. As long as you are trading hours for dollars, you will never be free. You must start playing for assets. Your full-time job is just the seed money. It's the starting capital you use to buy or build your freedom. Here are the new rules. Rule number 1. Financial education is your priority. Not the kind they teach in school. The kind you have to seek out. Read the books they don't assign. Learn about cash flow, asset columns, and how debt can be used to make you rich. Yes, debt. There is good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is the credit card you use to buy a TV. Good debt is a loan you take to buy a duplex where the tenant's rent pays off the loan for you and then some. The rich use debt as a tool. The poor are used by it. Rule number 2. Build or buy an asset. Start now. Could be a tiny YouTube channel. Could be an ebook. Could be a vending machine. It could be a small slice of an index fund. The size doesn't matter. What matters is starting. What matters is developing the mindset of an owner, not a consumer. Your goal is to create a stream of income, however small, that is not tied to the hours you work. That first dollar you earn while you sleep will change your brain chemistry forever. Rule number 3. Stop thinking about getting rich and start thinking about cash flow. How much money do your assets need to generate per month to cover your living expenses? That is your freedom number. It's not $1 billion. It might only be a few thousand a month. This is an achievable goal. Being a millionaire is a vanity metric in a world of inflation. Having your time back is real wealth. The system is designed to keep you in a loop. Go to school to get a good job, work the job to pay off the debt from school, save a little bit of money that's losing value, and hope you can retire before you die. It's a beautifully designed trap. They want you working for 40 years, too busy and too tired to question the nature of the game itself. The old game was about accumulating a pile of money to die on. The new game is about building systems that generate income so you can actually live. They want you to play for a paycheck. You need to start playing for assets. Stop playing their game. It's time to create your own.